Hold on. Oh, okay. Cool. Hello, my name is Ayden. This is my reaction. Brendan wrote, I've never read this before. I'm excited to read it. Okay, first off, he wrote a description for Brick. I actually have to go behind here and see what he wrote for him. Oh, you gonna kill it or keep it? Shouted a voice some yards behind Agorth. He leapt out of his skin, almost losing his bowels in the process. Awesome line. Agorth looked behind him to see a familiar yet unwelcome figure hobbling towards his crouching place. Brick, Agorth hissed. Keep your voice down, you buffoon. Why? It's already run off. Brick cast off Agorth's urgency. Boom. Okay, so now this is all the new stuff. Brick stood just under shoulder height to Agorth, under shoulder height to Agorth, and was quite unkempt. He had a pudgy face and a neck, a large pot belly from too much ale, and perfect. See, I make your writing better, Brendan. He had a pudgy face and a neck, a large pot belly from too much ale, and an unruly demeanor, made worse by the wild mess of black and gray beard which clung down to his chest. He was going bald with a few hairs sticking out here and there. He wore only half-worn boots, trousers full of patches and holes, and a sleeveless vest which did nothing to hide his hair-covered pot belly. Wow. Okay, so Brendan wrote a description for Brick. I created Brick, right? I didn't even think about a description for him, what he looked like. And Brendan, through how I presented who Brick was, he essentially just turned it into words. And I didn't say what he looked like. I just, through his actions, this is what Brendan thinks Brick looks like. And he kind of got it spot on. I'm really impressed. Nice. It was not what they needed right now. Not that Guian, Brendan, we gotta decide this, Guian or Guyan. I was thinking Guian when I wrote it. We need to phonetically fix this ish. Gorth, Brendan, I found a mistake. Oh, Brendan, I know what you're doing. Maybe, kind of. I like what you're doing. Wait a minute. Wait, never mind. Okay. He fell into step with the young mage. How are they, Artemis? Brendan! How are they, Artemis? It's Artemis! The young mage glanced at him as they walked. Not good, I'm afraid. I shouldn't be smiling when this is happening. This is a really sad scene. I'm just so excited to see Artemis, and I can't explain why. It would take way too long. Okay. Delmia. I would be cautious. I do not have the emotion in my voice to be able to convey what Guian's feeling right now. So. That's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. I mean, the writing needs work. The actual word for word stuff needs work, but oh, that's good. Brendan. Oh, man. Okay, so I have so many comments. I'm gonna rest my elbows on my thing. Okay, so some of you are probably like, why is Ayden freaking out the way he's freaking out? Okay, so if you're new, Brendan, who is my brother who wrote this passage, right? He has already written a book. He has a full story established. It's not published yet. We've been building it for years and years and years. And this is all a precursor to it. And he just introduced one of like the most important characters, and personally probably my favorite character in his book in just right now. And I'm so excited. Man, that is... Kudos, Brendan. Okay, so initial thoughts. First off, it moves the prologue very well. I think that... Oh, that's good. Okay, so Brendan, you've done a really good job of everything that we've talked about. You've really set up his Agorth's, like his desires, his wants, and everything, and like really expressing the emotion that this incident does, and it sets up why this is so important later. Like, child dying, very sad. And I think that you've done a really great job of showing how this works on a personal level between Agorth and his brother. You've set up the why that Gian blames Agorth. That's a really important thing to set up, and the thing that we talked about in previous episodes. Something I was a little surprised about, and I'd love to go back and edit, or maybe rethink later on our next pass through, is Brick is really quick to take Agorth's side in this. I would think it would fit his character and kind of mirror his relationship with Agorth. And I think that you set it up really well in when they're in the clearing, is that that Brick doesn't know how to operate with Agorth a little bit because they have such they butt heads so much. Because I mean, Agorth is like upstanding in a way, and then Brick is really like a slob. And I think that in the future, really want to see Brick and Agorth become friends. But right now, I think that both in a way that I don't think Brick wants to get involved, but at the same time, I think he wants to get involved. Meaning, when he's alone with Agorth, I think that he has this weird feeling to be like, I don't want to leave because I don't want to leave because you're clearly going through something right now when Agorth and Brick are in the clearing. But later, I don't know if he would jump in there and say like, and try to necessarily defend Agorth or anything. Maybe out of loyalty, I suppose. I guess we could kind of express that maybe Brick is still an underling a little bit. But I think that the amount that Agorth and Brick butt heads, that they are closer to the same tier, or enough that Agorth is willing to like talk down to Brick talk not down to Brick, but like butt heads so well. Like they seem such equals somehow, in terms of like social hierarchy, not necessarily power. And Morthul, you also brought Morthul into this, who's also a really big character in the next in future stories. So that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk about it more in our main episode here, but so I'm not going to try to get really super into this. I'm going to go back and reread this, but that's my reaction. I loved it. Brendan, you did a good job. I need more time to process. I will have questions. Future Ayden will have questions, and we'll have comments, and we'll have more reaction than just gah. Cool. All right. 3, 2, 1.